Welcome. You've arrived at a quiet moment in the night where nothing more is expected of you. The day can soften now. The noise can fade. As you listen, you may begin to notice the gentle rhythm of ocean waves nearby, rolling in and slowly drifting back again. You don't need to focus on the sound. You don't need to follow every word. Just allow the steady movement of the sea to carry the evening forward. There is nowhere else you need to be. This time is simply for rest. In your imagination, you find yourself standing on a quiet beach at night. The world feels far away from here, distant enough that nothing from the day can reach you. Above you, the sky stretches wide and open, dark and endless, with only a faint glow resting gently along the horizon. Before you, the ocean moves in its steady rhythm. In the distance, a wave begins to rise, slowly gathering shape, then traveling forward in an unhurried motion until it reaches the shore and dissolves into soft foam at your feet. Then it retreats again, without resistance, without urgency. Another wave follows, and then another, each one arriving in its own time, never rushing the next. The sound is constant, low and reassuring, like a quiet breath moving in and out. The air is cool against your skin, carrying the subtle scent of salt and night wind. When you breathe in, the air feels fresh and clear. When you breathe out, your body begins to release the weight it has been holding. Your shoulders soften, your jaw loosens, your thoughts begin to space themselves apart, no longer pressing against one another. The ocean does not demand attention. It simply continues its movement, steady and patient. You stand there quietly, allowing the sound to surround you completely. There is nothing here that needs to be solved, nothing that requires an answer. The sea has been moving like this long before this moment, and it will continue long after. Its rhythm does not change for worry or hurry, and slowly, almost without noticing, your breathing begins to match it. A gentle rise, a gentle fall, in and out, just like the tide. The night feels steady around you now, held in place by the quiet certainty of the waves, and you realize you can let yourself rest here for as long as you need. After standing for a while, you begin to move, not because you need to, but because the night feels open and your body feels ready for a slow, easy walk. Your steps are unhurried. The sand beneath your feet feels cool and smooth, slightly firm where the tide has recently passed. Each step presses lightly into the shore, then lifts again without effort. The waves continue beside you, rolling in, slipping back, their rhythm steady and patient. You are not walking toward anything in particular. There is no destination waiting at the end of the beach, only the simple act of moving in quiet companionship with the sea. The air brushes gently against your skin, cool, calm, consistent. You notice how natural it feels to match your pace to the sound of the waves. a few steps forward as a wave approaches, a few more as it retreats. There is comfort in the repetition, nothing unexpected, nothing sharp, only the steady motion of water meeting land again and again. As you continue walking, your shoulders loosen further, your jaw softens, your breathing slows into a rhythm that feels steady and effortless. In, out. The ocean does not rush, and neither do you. If a thought arises, it feels distant now, less urgent, less demanding. You can let it drift past like a piece of driftwood carried gently along the shore. It does not need to stay. The horizon remains wide and open before you. The sky above feels deep and still. There is space here, not just around you, but within you. The steady sound of the waves fills the quiet gaps between thoughts. You walk a little further, noticing how light your body feels, not weightless, but unburdened. The beach stretches calmly in both directions. There is nowhere else you need to be, no time you need to keep. The night holds everything in place, and gradually, almost without noticing, your steps begin to slow. The urge to move fades gently. You feel ready to pause, ready to settle, ready to let the ocean continue while you simply rest beside it. After walking for a while, you begin to feel ready to pause. There is no specific reason, no destination you have reached. It simply feels natural to stop. You lower yourself gently onto the cool sand, settling into a comfortable position near the edge of the shore. The ground beneath you feels steady and supportive. The ocean stretches out in front of you, dark and endless, its surface reflecting only the faintest shimmer of distant light. The waves continue their quiet rhythm, rolling forward, touching the shore, then slipping back again, each movement smooth and unhurried. You notice how constant the sound is. It does not change suddenly. It does not demand attention. It simply exists, steady and reliable. The air around you feels softer now, cool against your skin, calm and open. You take a slow breath in. The scent of salt and night air feels clean and grounding. As you breathe out, your body sinks a little deeper into the sand. Your shoulders feel heavier. Your arms rest easily at your sides. Your legs loosen. The tension you may have been carrying begins to dissolve quietly, without effort. The ocean has no expectations. It does not rush forward. It does not hold back. It simply moves in its own time. And slowly, your breathing begins to follow that same rhythm, in and out, just like the tide. Another wave arrives, softly folding over itself as it meets the shore. Then it recedes again. There is comfort in this repetition, the certainty that the next wave will come, and the next, and the next. You realize there is nothing tonight that requires solving, nothing that must be figured out before morning arrives. Any thoughts that attempt to return can be placed gently into the water, allowed to drift away like small pieces of sea foam. They do not need to stay. The horizon remains wide and open. The sky above remains calm and still. And you remain here, supported by the quiet certainty of the earth beneath you. The sound of the waves begins to feel closer now, almost as though it surrounds you completely. Not loud, not overwhelming, just steady. Your breathing grows slower, your thoughts grow softer, your awareness begins to blur gently at the edges. There is no need to hold on to this moment. You are safe here, held by the calm of the night, carried by the patient rhythm of the sea. The ocean continues its movement without interruption, without effort, and you allow yourself to rest within that steady motion, knowing that nothing is required of you now. Nothing at all. As you remain beside the ocean, there is no need to move anymore. The sand supports you fully now. The night feels steady and quiet around you. The waves continue their gentle rhythm, rolling forward, then retreating again. Nothing about their motion feels urgent. Nothing feels demanding. The sound becomes softer in your awareness, not because it has changed, but because your body has begun to relax more deeply. Your breathing is slow, even, unforced. Each inhale arrives gently. Each exhale releases a little more. The cool air brushes lightly against your skin, steady and calm. You may notice how much space there is here, space between waves, space between breaths, space between thoughts. If a thought appears, you do not need to follow it. You can imagine placing it on the surface of the water, allowing it to drift slowly away with the outgoing tide. It becomes smaller, less defined, until it blends quietly into the horizon. Another wave arrives, then another, each one moving in the same patient pattern. There is comfort in knowing that the ocean does not change its rhythm for worry or effort. It simply continues, and you are free to do the same. You do not need to hold yourself alert. You do not need to stay focused. The night can carry you now. Your body feels heavier against the sand. Your arms rest comfortably. Your legs feel loose and warm. Your shoulders soften completely. The steady sound of the sea fills the space around you, steady and familiar. Your awareness begins to narrow gently, like the soft dimming of light at the end of the day. Nothing disappears suddenly. It simply fades. Your breathing matches the rise and fall of the tide, in and out, slowly, naturally. You are safe here, held by the quiet presence of the ocean, supported by the calm of the night. There is nothing left to consider, nothing left to prepare for. The waves continue. The night remains steady, and you can allow yourself to drift at your own pace. No effort, no resistance, just the gentle rhythm of water meeting the shore, again and again and again. Now, there is nothing more you need to imagine. The ocean will continue on its own, wave after wave, steady and unchanged. You do not need to follow the sound anymore. You can simply rest. Your breathing is slow. Your body feels heavy and supported. The night remains calm around you, holding everything gently in place. If sleep begins to arrive, you can allow it to come quietly. If you are already drifting, there is nothing you need to do. The waves will continue, patient and constant. Thoughts can fade like distant echoes, softened by water and night air. There is nothing left to solve, nothing left to hold, only the steady rhythm of the sea, moving in its own time. You are safe here. You are supported, and you can let go now. Let the ocean continue. Let the night carry you. Good night.